Hi, this is Carl Bonner. It's December 26th, 2009. I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas. I haven't done a post for a while because I've been kind of ensconced with all the other activities that have been going on, especially up on Capitol Hill. As you probably know already, we just had a bill that went through Congress a couple of days ago that is going to expand health care coverage for 30 million people in this country, and I'm one of them. I've been uninsured my entire adult life. Anyway, I am, as many progressives are, very angry at Joe Lieberman for blocking the public option. However, what we did get through is still quite powerful, because if you actually look at the numbers, a family of four making double the poverty level, so we're talking about $38,000 to $40,000 gross annual income, will qualify for about a 70% subsidy on the premium rates if they don't already get insurance. So that's a pretty powerful social benefit. This is a big expansion in the social safety net, and that in of itself should give progressives a kind of pat on the back for, as mad as they have every right to be for having the public option blocked and be in a situation where Americans are forced to buy insurance from private profit-seeking companies. At least the subsidies are pretty darn generous, and we can always come back for more. The real goals now are, can we get a more politically progressive Senate? I believe we can. The big challenge is how to get also Senate rules changed so that we can pass legislation without 60 votes, or that we can slip it past a filibuster threat using the budget reconciliation. If conservatives and so-called centrist Democrats are going to be this obstructionist, we have to be willing to play a slightly more hardball tactic, and that means using budget reconciliation in order to evade their obstructionist tactics if we have to. Other than that, the big challenge next, I think, for the Obama administration is whether or not they'll take a sufficiently aggressive stance in the battle to re-regulate the financial system in this country, because that, more than anything, is what we need in order to ensure that our economy is not run on casino basis in the future years. The fact of the matter is that a lot of the big wealth and really high income gains that happened over the past 20 years or so were in the areas of finance, doing a lot of very risky speculative activity, which was had nothing socially productive for the economy as a whole. In fact, had a lot of socially destructive behavior. Is that the kind of economic activity that we should be rewarding with really high income? I don't think so. I think the real reward should go to the innovators and the hard workers of this country instead. So here are some policy proposals that I think we should do right now. First of all, we should impose a tax on CEO bonuses at companies that are receiving bailout money. I would say, 90% tax would be my ideal, but I mean, politics is the art of the possible, so any amount of tax that we can get to punish bonusing at these companies would be a good thing. This is one form of income that we need to be punishing, not rewarding. And then another thing that we could be doing is definitely we need to have a very tough stance on the regulatory bills and not allow Wall Street to lobby against change. In particular, this is one area where liberals and progressives need to be very uncompromising and confrontational, because it was conservative ideology that got us into this mess, and it's liberals who are going to get us out. I say that without any wavering in my tone. I feel that very strongly, that the answer to our problems is not free markets. The answer is regulation, especially in finance. And then the next thing that we need to be doing is we need to start gearing up to go back and start passing the Employee Free Choice Act, cracking down on anti-union employers so we can start to rebuild the middle class based on good wages again in this country. Then we need to come back for more later on when it comes to health care. And finally, I think that we need to change the Senate rules so that it becomes easier to pass progressive legislation without the Republicans threatening to filibuster any old bill that they disagree with. So those are a few things where we need to be going now, and now is not the time for Democrats to be mealy-mouthed, compromising centrist. Now is the time to get tough, and that's what I really am hoping for in the year 2010. This is Carl Bonner signing off. I hope you have a wonderful new year, and may the 2010s truly be the Renaissance decade. Thanks.